Hey folks, I'm Rob Chappell, Executive Editor at Madison 365 with an update on the story I've been working on, and that's the search for a new athletic director at the University of Wisconsin. As you probably know, Chris McIntosh left the job in April to become Deputy Commissioner for Strategy at the Big Ten Conference. Deputy Athletic Director Marcus Sedberry has been acting as interim since then. Peter Thamel of ESPN now reporting that UW has targeted former Nebraska Athletic Director Sean Eichorst for the job. I don't know whether that means a hiring announcement is imminent, but we will see. One thing I do know is the identities of two other candidates. I've confirmed with multiple people familiar with the search process that current interim athletic director Marcus Sedberry and current Northern Illinois Athletic Director Sean Frazier, who was a deputy AD here in the past and who was also actually a finalist back in 2021 when McIntosh was hired, both tossed their hats in the ring. Both seem qualified, and both are black, and I have also confirmed with people familiar that neither even got an interview. Multiple people familiar with the process also have told me that the handful of finalists who were interviewed are all white. Now, I haven't been able to confirm that independently, and the UW spokesman declined to answer when I asked. I also have a solid source who tells me at least one of those interviewed is a high-profile top executive in professional sports who came to campus to interview within the last few days and has already been informed he will not be hired. So, what we know about the search is that at least two black men who at least on paper look pretty qualified, including the person doing the job right now, didn't even get an interview. Now, on Eichorst, he is a Wisconsin guy. He played football at UW-Whitewater, went to law school at Marquette, and worked in the UW athletic department under athletic director Barry Alvarez. He took over as AD in Nebraska in 2012, and is best known for what is widely seen as one of the great blunders in college football. After the Cornhuskers went 9-3 in 2014, Eichorst fired head football coach Bo Pelini. Pelini had gone 66-27 over the previous 6 seasons, but Eichorst said, quote, "We weren't good enough in games that mattered." Eichorst then hired Mike Riley, who went 19-19 in 3 seasons before being fired at the end of the 2017 season. Nebraska has had only 3 winning seasons since Eichorst fired Bo Pelini. Eichorst himself was fired as athletic director September 21, 2017, just days after the Nebraska football team under Mike Riley lost to Northern Illinois. Small piece of irony trivia, Sean Frazier was, at that time, athletic director at Northern Illinois. Doesn't mean much beyond, it's a small world. Just an interesting note. Eichorst has also been dogged by a family scandal, as his son, Jack, was initially arrested on suspicion of sexual assault in November of 2017, just a couple months after Eichorst was fired. He wasn't charged with the assault, but was charged with felony distribution of child pornography. He went on to plead guilty to 2 counts of misdemeanor possession of child pornography and served 6 months in prison. 3 years later, October 2020, the mother of the alleged assault victim sued Jack Eichorst, as well as his parents, including Sean Eichorst, accusing Jack Eichorst of assaulting her 12-year-old son at a sleepover at the Eichorst home in October 2017. It's not clear whether that lawsuit was resolved or dismissed or settled or what. I would imagine by now it has been either settled or dismissed. So that's what we know. The key takeaway for me here is that the University of Wisconsin Athletic Department had 2 qualified black candidates, one of whom was a finalist the last time this job was open, and who's had success as athletic director at NYU over the last 13 years, and the other of whom is currently doing the job. And neither one even got a pro forma interview. Now, there's no Rooney Rule in college athletic administration, no requirement that an athletic department interview a certain number of diverse candidates. But, if you want to talk the talk about diversity and inclusion, you might want to at least go through the motions. We'll have more updates as they come in. Till then, I'm Rob Chappell. Good night.